Call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakakadash. That's all praises to the Most High in the name of the Son and the name of the Holy Spirit in the Paleo Hebrew. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone and Shalom to the hopeful elect. I want to get into how Esau Edom, the current ruler of the world, as according to Job 9 and 24, how he has turned everything upside down and how morality has gone backwards exponentially since this man has been in power. All right. Scriptures told you in Maccabees, all right, which is in the Apocrypha, which were a collection of books that were originally with the Old and New Testament that were removed because they reveal the identity of the wicked of the scriptures, all right, which is a mystery in and of itself, the mystery of iniquity, all right, which is linked to Satan, that old serpent, that you know what I'm saying, the devil the Bible speaks of. And when you link it up through the events in history and you look at the race of people who've done the most dirt on the earth, it links up to this man. It's an actual line of people that go back to um, a nation, an ethnicity, if you will. Okay, and that is the so-called Caucasian man. All right, they even coined that going back in the day, fucking Africa and all these other war-torn countries and countries that suffered by the hands of imperialization and colonization. That he's this man they coined as the blonde hair, blue eyed devil. Okay, but that's just some of the base um, kind of default characteristics, prototypical uh, characteristics of an Edomite. Okay, which is the blonde hair is leprosy, and the blue eyes is a recessive trait. Okay, it's almost likened to a curse. See, because you're fucking protection against the sun is more limited with that. Not even going into the complexion, going into the eye color. I just want to bring that up through the spirit. Um, your protection against UV rays and sunlight, right? That's why these devils they need glasses to see in the sun. And then fucking most importantly is they don't see colors as rich as we do. That's why even they didn't just make this shit up. It's not fiction. When you saw in that movie Get Out, the devil who wanted to to um to pretty much who wanted the body, if you know about the movie, the devils the so-called white men were kidnapping black men, okay, and taking their bodies and pretty much getting their brains, the so-called white man brain, put into uh, the shell, the body of those kidnapped Jakes. Therefore, essentially becoming them, uh, but just their consciousness being and brain and everything pretty much occupying that that shell, okay, that body. And what the devil said is that I want to see through those eyes, because the main character Daniel Kaluuya, he was a photographer, all right, and he had that vision. So it's to give you an example of just to show you how this devil knows, and the motherfuckers who are in that industry and in that sector, that they know, you know, who they are and who we are. Because to tell a lie, you have to know the truth. So they don't see the same hues and rich colors like we do, amongst other things, with the going into the vision. All right, uh, but this man has completely fucking uh, turned this place upside down. When you look at morality, just going into that one specific thing, we don't have to even go into all the different categories. This is focusing on his him turning things upside down by the way of what is right and what is wrong. Okay, this is in Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good, and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, and put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Okay, so destruction to them that say evil is good. All right, and good is evil, and that's exactly what you have going on here in the forefront. All right, with it, a lot of the shit that he had that he has on the forefront now was in the closet back in the day, because it's completely fucking wicked, and it wasn't even socially accepted. But now these things are not only socially accepted, they're crammed down your fucking throat. See, and this video is inspired by these news reports of people being canceled across this whole world, but primarily here in America and these liberal states, getting canceled and their lives ruined uh, for coming against or just having any opinion or position that's against the Slovakia, the alphabet agenda. Okay, they're completely canceling and shutting these people down, ruining their lives, man, their welfare. They're, you know what I'm saying, jeopardizing their welfare, their means to feed themselves and sustain themselves. Okay, they're banning them from different social media sites. They're kicking them out of educational institutions. All right, and then in some cases, getting bringing people up on charges. All right, for this different tranny tolerance and stuff like this. Right. So this place has gone is completely fucking backwards and upside down. You see, it didn't take this man long. It said in the 1950s, from like 55 or 1960 to now, the the alphabet population has doubled every single generation, and a generation is 20 years. So every 15 15 to 20 years, this the freak population, what's the brother Kanak says, the nasty people, it's growing exponentially. It's doubling. Huh? Okay, so when you look at that rate of growth, in only maybe now a few decades, a couple more generations, this entire place is just or the majority is going to be those you know what I'm saying, those creatures, man, because they're not even man anymore. They're not even human. Okay, so um, it's to the point where they calling man woman and woman man. All right, and they're influencing the younger generations in the way of this. And, all the fucking the masses of people they are, all right, because they're feminizing the shit out of the man, and then they're bolstering the women, and you have all these bitches and analysts and people talking about how these the women are in their masculine energy, and so-called men are in their feminine energy. You see, and they're promoting this shit. You don't realize watching a commercial or an advertisement, see, a fucking clip, show, or a depiction of a man getting fucking shat on and being a complete pussy, seeing that over and over and over again, what it does to the psyche. Okay, it therefore then has you to operate in the way of that, and that's what we have here. When you see the effeminization of the man, the castration of the man, man, especially in America. All right. So this man has completely fucking turned things, everything upside down. All right. And called good evil and evil good. That's extremely wicked. All right. And then we're gonna to get into the actual the transitioning and the changes, things that the people undergo. You see, this man is that's almost blasphemous to take on the position to say that the Most High made you the wrong gender. And that's what this man's doing. That's the shit he's proposing. See? How could this man not be the son of perdition? All right? It says that put darkness for light. All right? So that's dark. They call it tolerance and acceptance and love to to pretty much to allow this in your societies and to accept this and to go for this, right? Promote this actually, try it. Try it out, right? Try a freak act. That's what he's promoting for you to do, you know? So this man is gonna be utterly fucking destroyed. And that's why we see everything on the decline, man. Even the spirit in this place is been sucked out. Leaving this place is leaving us vacuum, a morality vacuum in this fucking place, of soul, the soul of this place, man. All right. Slovakia, this is in Isaiah 29:16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he hath no understanding? Okay, and that's the pride of the devil. It said there's no more of a proud man than Esau, man. Okay, there's no more of a base or a wicked, filthy creature than the so-called white man, man, by a landslide. All right, and he's trying to postulate that the Most High doesn't exist. All right, that he created himself because he's setting himself up in the position of the Most High. Okay, showing you once again that who this man is, in accordance to Second Thessalonians. All right, and that's exactly what he's attempting to do in his um, finale, his finale efforts to um, inject the population of the planet with implantable device. All right, and the implications of that, not only the Faustian implications of that, but the technology in the left side, um, pretty much the what do they call it? The yeah, that technology, that left side, pretty much um, magic that it's gonna have, that it's gonna be able to completely control you. All right, and he's gonna be able to do different things. What he thinks he is to download consciousness into like a surrogate, into a shell. All right, to try to attempt to achieve immortality. See, that's what this nigga has postulated, that the Most High didn't know what he was doing, right? He said, what does it say? He said he had no understanding of him that framed it. All right, of the different ways that the body works. This nigga is trying to say that it was flawed, and we have a better way. You see, that's this man. There's only one person that could be the culprit, man. The so-called white man. These Caucasian devils, and the fingers being pointed on this cocksucker. It's only a matter of time for the all-out grand war that's about to take place on all fronts. All right, Spirit hopped on fucking your boy not Maryland, fucking what's that nigga Manson? Okay, hopped on that nigga Manson. Is it Charles Manson? See that bitch ass. Slovakia. Yeah, this nigga Charles Manson. He was talking about the Helter Skelter. All right. He was talking about the Helter Skelter. What is that? The Helter Skelter is, fuck all that. Okay. The background of that shit. Okay. According to Vincent Bugliosi, Charles Manson had been predicting racial war for some time before he used the term helter skelter. Okay, that's not it. It's heavy because a helter skelter is a grand race war. Let's see what it says. Let's see what it says. Slovakia. But the Most High, like as it says in Psalm, the Most High um, ordains even the speech, even the utterings of man that comes out of a man's mouth. All right. Who do you think gave this man uh, that prediction? And what is a prediction? All right. So this man has his prophets on the left hand side. All right. Um, mm, I think this is it. Okay, that's what it is. It says, um, An apocalyptic war rising arising from racial tensions between who? Okay, and you could just say between the Israelites and the Edomites, man. Okay, because that's what really that's inferring, and that's to bring it uh into light, right? To finish it off, what they had unfinished. What that really is the Israelites against the Edomites. That is the was always the battle. It says Jacob, uh, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right, and ultimately we're gonna get our hands on this man. All right, so Khan. So back in Isaiah 29:16, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. All right, so Esau, Edom, that has completely turned this world upside down, okay, has set up laws that were in accordance to everything adverse to the Most High, all right, and everything this man does, and therefore the people, all right, that he influenced the entire world in the way of unrighteousness, okay, that is going to be esteemed as the potter's clay. The Most High, who is the potter, who every any single incident that happens on the fucking face of this universe doesn't happen without the Most High sanctioning it. Okay, really, without Him orchestrating it. That's the Potter. Okay, He created. He's responsible for the creation of everything in this universe, man. So it's likened into the Potter's clay. This entire universe is likened into the Potter's clay, man. Okay, because it's a creation of the Most High. And what can the potter do with the clay or the pot or whatever he just fashioned with his hands? He could do whatever the fuck he wants with it. And that's what that's talking about. All right. For example, he when he was forming, because a potter, he forms the different uh, artwork, the dishes, or um, you know what I'm saying, the different pieces, sculptures that he makes, right? He formed Esau to be crooked. All right. Scriptures tell you, can you make straight what the Most High has made crooked? And that's why there's a whole uprising and an uproar across the entire fucking planet. And mainly it's cooking up heavy here in America for the backwards ass, um, pretty much way that this man is trying to promote and push on all the people. You having a lot of fucking pushback, all right? Because this way is mad. It's insane. All right. It's adverse to creation. It calls it progressive, but it's there's nothing progressive about um you know there's nothing progressive about um two a couple getting together that cannot procreate. Okay, that is not progressive at all. It's actually it's digressive. All right. So they're calling them the progressives, and they're calling that shit progressive. They should be calling them the digressives. See, but it's going to be esteemed as the potter's clay, the shit that you've done, and and um this man himself, him and his whole fucking line, all right, him as a nation, so-called white man, woman, and child, they're gonna be fucking annihilated for this. But first, he's gonna see this whole shit that he did, that he turned upside down. He's gonna see his whole shit get destroyed. All right, and then he's gonna have to witness righteousness being put back in establishment, and really for the first time uh, across the universe. Before he's exterminated now, and rightfully so. This man cannot get right. Nothing he does, everything he touches, fucking dies. See, this is in Jeremiah 31 and 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For Yahweh hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. And this is one of the characteristics of his upside down kingdom. All right. This is one of the main symptoms. This is one of the main fucking cons about his the shit that he set up. This is fucking completely backwards. All right. It's what is read. What we just read. It's um. It is calling good evil and evil good. All right. It told you not even to let a woman fucking to gad abroad because it would cause destruction. Okay. So like yeah, that it would cause destruction. You see, give the water no passage, nor a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. Not only will the wickedness flourish, but she'll actually fucking destroy the city. That's what that's going into. Because when you look at water damage, when a stream, or for example, Katrina is the perfect example, when those levees broke and that water went uncontained and fucking flooded through and um, flushed through the city. It fucking utterly destroyed that place, man. Just like what is that shit over there in Hurricane Ian, I believe it was. Very recently in Florida. That shit got fucking pelted with those torrentials, and the water damage created pretty much irreparable damage to the structures. They said the wind damage and the other like collision damage, uh, twisters, tornadoes, all that shit. It all pales in comparison to when your shit gets saturated because it's fucking through at that point. And then you have mold, and then the other fucking the what is it called, the residual effect that it causes. See, so this is one of the reasons why this place is completely fucking ass backwards. All right, why it's completely on its fucking head because they've allowed bleeders. When people the species who doesn't know, you know what I'm saying, what they want for breakfast, right? And on any given fucking day, right? The one who's the weaker vessel, you see, uh, giving this woman power, and giving her authority over legislation than the actual system. This so-called this entire no, it is not. It's not fucking so-called. It is. It's an operation. This whole fucking not just America, but all the governments around the world. All right, it's one of the main reasons why this place is on its fucking head. All right, it is running it straight into the fucking ground, and that's what happens. And the Most High set that up. All right, that new thing in the earth, just like He set up this fucking devil. Is the two perfect components to destroy a society: Esau and a damn woman. All right, to put in authority, of course. The woman in her rightful place is fucking. There's literally a man loves nothing more than that. All right, this is in finishing off in Ecclesiastes 1. Get a couple of scripts from here. It says, "Oh, Salakia." This is Sirach. This is Sirach 10. Okay, Salakia. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. Okay? So, the judge of a person, the ruler, the one who's in power, which you'd be completely lying to yourself if you didn't say it was the so-called white man. When you look at history, the most recent history, and then you even current fucking day right now, you look at who are the people, who is the majority of the people in power across this planet, and it's a landslide Edomites, man. Okay, and you compare the prime ministers and people in positions of authority, and those aren't even the people in authority. It's really the global elites, if you knew any fucking thing. But to the masses, the people, right? This is something that's not known by billions of people. See, that only a small, tiny percentage of the world are hip to this information. But when you look at the mass majority of the people who are in authority on this planet, they're fucking Edomites, man. You see, he's in rulership. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. If not, where and who is he? You tell me who the judge of the world is, who's in rulership. All right. To find out who rules over you, simply um, find out who you can't talk about. All right. So, just as this bastard is, so are the people. All right, all the inhabitants. They're now have a perverse spirit on them. Like Esau, he's got a wicked, rotten, defective spirit on him, man, and he's pushing that out and influencing the masses of people of this world, influencing them in the way of complete debauchery. All right, iniquity abounding, and he's become, like it says, uh, what Babylon is. Great Babylon is the pantheon of of uh, of evil, pantheon of wickedness. Okay, that golden cup in the hand of the nations of the world that made them drunk with its wicked philosophies. And that's what this man is pushing out and cramming down the throats of the inhabitants of his subjects, so to speak. All right. And the Most High set up the men of Yahweh Shemi Shai, set up men on this planet that were completely not with this. All right, till death, to proclaim the truth and the true way of which the Most High had required the inhabitants of the world to conduct themselves. He set us up, and Most High willing, we'd be a part of that number. But regardless, if we are chosen, he's called us, and he's set up different um, different people around the world to condemn this, to condemn the wickedness and the wicked philosophies, Babylon Jews, so to speak. Okay, and all just this wicked way that this man is pushing. All right, to combat and go hard. Right, our foreheads hard against theirs to put out that spirit to combat it. All right, I always think of it's like the two opposing blasts. Like you had Cell or Frieza shot out the energy beam, and then you had the opposing blast that the two blasts met, and um that they're pretty much trying to overtake the beams. The blasts is trying to overtake one another. Okay, and it's like a seesaw battle, so to speak. But ultimately, the Most High has us doing that when we put out these videos and send these ballads up to Yahweh Shemi Shai, which what they are primarily are, because we wrestle not against flesh and blood. All right. So it's not what's going down on the surface. It's the spiritual connotation of sending out this uh these ballads to Yahweh Shemi Shai. Okay. Sending out that spirit of the Most High. All right. Through him. He's amplifying his spirit through men, just like he has always characteristically done in the history of mankind. He's always done things through his creation, and this time it's no different. It says he could even rise up stones, so you know who is being influenced to do this. All right, it's ultimately to glorify the Creator of heaven and earth and the universe, man. See, so it says, "An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited." Okay, so this place is completely destroyed. The people are completely done. Okay, they're spiritually discerned. All right, completely fucking reprobate. Their conscience is seared with the hot iron. All right, for the masses of the people in this place, and for the others, um, for 1/3 of the nation of Israel. There, through that, it's going to be bad news um, for you know what I'm saying, for the left hand side, because that's going to seal their fate for destruction. Okay, so either way, the Most High is closing up shop. on Esau's world. All right. It's a transition. This is a transition of worlds, man. Okay. Of times, of eras. Pretty much of a time that we've been in since the fall of man, man. Okay. So with that, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kadash.